Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome back to the channel. So I'm about to break down everything I have done to my truck. By the way, Happy New Year's. What's your New Year's resolution, Cindy? Do you have one?
To exercise more.
Okay, that works. Mine's probably to be more consistent on social media as a whole. I mean, Instagram, been doing a lot better on. I'm posting on Instagram probably every 2 to 3 days at most. Follow me on Instagram at Mark_Brenner. If you guys watch this video in 4 months from now and you look back and I haven't been posting, then call me out. But anyways, to break down everything I've done to this truck, I have a list right here of everything I've done to it. And the majority of things I've done to it are on Amazon as well. So you guys can check most of what's out in the description below. I'll have an Amazon link for you guys. Start with the window tint. The most common mod done to pretty much every vehicle out there is window tint. I have every piece of glass done. Windshield, side windows, rear glass, and even the brow on top. Everything is ceramic. I have a 5% limo on the side here. Over the factory rear, makes it pretty dark in the back. You can't really see much at all. And then the front two windows are limo, and the windshield has 50%. Everything is ceramic. Makes it feel like a winter day on a hot summer one, so definitely a good thing to have. Also, keep in mind too, every price I mention initially will be before tax. So all these prices I give you guys right now is the price before tax, but I'll give you guys the breakdown of everything with tax as well at the very end. But all these prices are without tax initially, but window tint was $730. Moving on from that though, the vinyl wrap. The most obvious mod done to this truck is the vinyl wrap. This is KPMF Metro matte dynamic lime green. That there was 650 bucks from metrorestyling.com. Now for the lift kit. The lift kit is the ReadyLift 4-inch SST kit. So it's pretty much just a spacer lift with new upper control arms and blocks in the rear. It's 4 inches of lift in the front and 3 in the rear, although I just replaced the rear blocks, the 3-inch blocks with 2-inch blocks in the rear to make it more level, because the 4 in the front and the 3 in the rear does have the rake, kind of has the nose pointing down a little bit. It does have a rake a bit. So I dropped the rear to make it more level. Now it's perfect level. But before I swapped it out with a new block, the lift kit was $899. That's for the lift kit. And then install, 400 bucks for everything, including alignment. The new blocks cost $65. And then I put a 1/4 inch wheel spacer on the back two wheels, and that was $30 for the pair. Moving on from there, we have the stubby antenna and the eye catcher US flag decals. The stubby antenna right here was from Amazon, as well as the decal. The stubby antenna was 25 bucks, and then the decals were 22. I bought the MagnaFlow exhaust for the bumper this truck came with, which didn't have the cutouts. So it didn't have these cutouts right here for this bumper cap type thing. This truck came with a side pipe exhaust, so the bumper was flat down there. I bought this bumper right here off eBay. The cost for the bumper was $1,185. So it came from another Silverado. It was a takeoff, but I wanted the dual tip cutouts so I can run my MagnaFlow exhaust through it. Only problem was I bought the wrong MagnaFlow exhaust. So there's an option for the bumpers that have the cutouts. There's also an option for the bumpers that don't. So it placed it below the bumper area down here. So when I installed it, it hung out kind of down here, which obviously didn't look good. So I went to a muffler shop and had them weld up the pipe and then create some new brackets and stuff like that. But I couldn't use the original pipes because it didn't look right. So it was one big pipe, which I thought would look good, but it looked really funny having all this space, and it just wasn't designed for one big pipe. So yeah, rear bumper was $1,185, and the MagnaFlow exhaust was $1,097. The Gator roll-up bed cover. This right here I paid 170 bucks. I paid $170 for it from the Amazon warehouse. So that was a better deal than what it normally goes for. It goes for $219 normally, but the Amazon warehouse, essentially what that is a it's returns pretty much. So perfect condition. They do go through quality check before they resell them. So it's in perfect shape. All the parts were included. But the Amazon warehouse is legit because there's a lot of things you find on there for a pretty good discount. I mean, 170 from 219 is 50 bucks in savings right there. So yeah, and I've had it on here for a while now. I've had it on here for, I'd say probably about 7 going on 8 months. This was one of the first things I did to the truck. I think it's mandatory for a number of reasons. I mean, one, reducing drag, right? So you reduce drag by not letting the air hit the back of the tailgate there, right? That's one. And also keeping the bed clean. Even if you don't keep anything in the bed of your truck, I think it's pivotal having a bed cover. I mean, it looks good. And this one right here, the roll-up bed cover from Gator, is super low profile too, because a lot of bed covers are way too raised up and it looks super dorky to me. I don't like that look whatsoever. I think this looks super clean. So yeah, pretty good deal right there, I think, for a nice roll-up bed cover. I've had Gator bed covers before. It's pretty much all I've ever ran because it's the best bang for your buck. It looks good. It's got a real nice look to it. It lasts, and it just, overall, it's a good buy. So that right there was $170 from the Amazon warehouse. So I have the Zypu wireless charging mat. This right here is awesome, dude. And it's a fast charger also. So it's wired up to, there's a splitter that runs from the rear cigarette lighter inside here. So that always has power, therefore this always has power too. So it's a fast charger, it's really easy to install, and it looks pretty much factory too. I mean, the original little like tray right here laid a lot more flush. This is more like popped up, but I mean, it still looks really nice. Only thing I mentioned in this last video is that blue light, dude. It is bright. So if you guys don't want this thing in your face at nighttime, put some like vinyl wrap over it or something like that, a sticker maybe or something like that, and that'll solve that problem right there. But yeah, this right here is definitely really nice. I paid $179 for this from Amazon. So this here is the Opt7 Underglow Lighting Kit. This right here is pretty awesome. We have red, we have green, we have blue, and every color in between. Lots of colors to choose from. We can make it strobe. Kit does come with 4 strips, 2 long ones, and then 2 shorter ones designed for the front and the rear. Although I couldn't find a place to put it underneath the front bumper or the rear bumper because of the exhaust components and the spare tire. So I ended up just running the 2 long strips, attached them to the frame, zip tied them up, and then I ran one of the small strips behind the grill, which I think looks super cool. So that's the way I went with it. But yeah, the Opt7 Underglow kit, this did come from Amazon, and it was $107. Are you cold? It's it's about 40, was it 45 degrees right now? Yeah. California is chilly. Since we're over here, let's talk about the grill. So this here is the T-Rex grill. Are you doing your little dance right now? I know it's, keep us warm. Yeah, no, run it. But yeah, the T-Rex grill. So this right here was $1,251. Dude, this was hands down one of my favorite mods I had done to the truck at the time, and it still really is because it made the entire truck look so much different. Light bar is like super bright. Actually, here, Cindy, hold that. I'm gonna fire up the light bar real quick. Okay. Wow, it's so bright. Show them the light output in front. It is a pretty bright light. It's also adjustable too. Mine's kind of aimed down a little bit, but it is a really, ooh yeah, really bright light. Moving on from there, the Amp Research running boards. If you don't know, now you know. They are the retractable, the automatically retracting side steps. So they drop down, the doors are open, and retract underneath the truck when the doors are closed. I think those are amazing for a few reasons. One being, they look really good. They look good, they look stealth, and they're out of your way. You don't get robbed of ground clearance if you need to go over something. They aren't in your way like most running boards that just stay like this. They also drop lower than where most running boards sit. So that part right there is pretty cool too. You can get more step out of them. They come down lower than steps, so it's a much easier climb into your truck. And I know Cindy likes them, right? Yeah, because I'm short. Cindy loves them. Most of your passengers will enjoy it over time. Crawling into a truck with a 4-inch lift on it, for example, even a leveled truck on some bigger tires, can definitely be a challenge over time getting in and out of it. So yeah, definitely nice having those. But those right there were $1,400, and I installed them myself. I have the 22x10 Fuel Mavericks with the positive 10 offset. So they do tuck into the wheel well a little bit more than they would if they were negative. For the set of 4, it was $2,032, wrapped with the Toyo Open Country AT3s, 35, 1250, 22s. And those were $2,203. So I may or may not still have the toggle switch to the Z Flash module still dangling underneath the dashboard there. But what that does is it overrides the lighting functions of the front turn signals and the back lights as well, the reverse lamps, brake lamps, the cargo lamps, and pretty much everything back here, tailgate handle also, and it makes it all strobe. Now, since I have the Underglow wired to my reverse lamps, there's an override function to it. So when the reverse lamps come on, the Underglow turns white. That's why it's flashing right now. But yeah, this here is the Z Flash module. I think it's awesome because it's just so convenient. It's plug and play. With the exception of like wiring it up to the battery and stuff like that, and a toggle switch. If you want to get fancy with that, then you can do it how you want to do it. But yeah, super easy to install, and I think it's great for vehicles that want to outfit with some type of emergency response lighting, and or just to have as an extension of your hazards in case you're ever in a situation where you're somewhere the hazard lights aren't going to do enough. $289 module. I think is well worth it, especially if you upgrade your factory lighting like I did. I have the last fit bulbs here in the front and rear, reverse lamps, and turn signals, so it's definitely a great thing to have, I feel like, for a number of reasons. The Starlit headliner, this right here is awesome. This here was $155 for the parts, and we have a number of colors to choose from. We have reds, we got green, blues. My favorite personally is the white. So there's the bright white and then the Rolls Royce style white. The green, I thought before I put it in here that I'd like the green the most because the green wrap, you can do the green underglow at the same time, but it's kind of, I don't know, I don't like it in green that much. I think the white's the move for sure. Yeah. But yeah, it took us, me and a friend, you know, the day to do it. But the module itself was $155. I'd say the worst part of this entire install was how tedious it was poking 550 holes in the top side of the headliner. Dropping the headliner was actually really easy. That part was pretty straightforward, but poking 550 of these holes right here and then cutting all the strands on the bottom side of the headliner was pretty dang tedious. But moving on from there, dude, this right here is a game changer. Not the shelves back there. I got more shelves for the garage from Costco today. But this here, bro, this mini trash can, game changer. This, oh my goodness, made my truck stay clean all the time. Gum wrappers, whatever you want to put in here, receipts, anything goes in here, and it fits in your cup holder too. This right here is awesome. It's also on Amazon as well. So the bed liner. So I bed lined the truck myself. My very first time bed lining my truck was this truck right here, and it came out absolutely amazing. Kit was $150, and if you have an air compressor, then that's really all you need because the kit comes with the spray gun and all of the material stuff that you need to get the job done. All you got to do is sand down the bed first. Super straightforward to do it, and it came out amazing. So yeah, the Raptor bedliner kit, $150, coming to a grand total of $14,497.76. All I have for you guys today, as always. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Till then, peace out.